front, center.
Hello everyone. So welcome back to the stream. Wait a minute. Let me just adjust the volume. Uh, how do we just change the filter up here? Okay, so I guess my audio is quite clear. Let me just check that. Um, okay, okay, so I guess my audio is quite clear. Let me just check that. Um, okay, probably should be sounding much better. I don't know what the settings that I just did in the previous streams. Okay, maybe I guess this is good. So yeah, so this stream is about the week just prepping for my tournaments. So the tournament is a local tournament, which is yeah, so which is a rapid game with a 15 plus 5 increments. So I'm not so good at rapid. So and also this is my first tournament to be played. So I just played tournaments in my colleges, but those are not open tournaments. And also, I never ever used a chess clock in my entire life. So let's see. So this experience will be just a new one for me. So yeah. So my idea is to just my idea is to just practice things that I know well, and I never played a game with an increment. So this would be a quite I don't know, it has both pros and cons for me. So usually I play shorter time frames where I won't calculate into the deeper lines, but I'm just quite good with the tactics, at least when compared to the calculation one. But when the time frames, the time controls is high, then the opponents will just have a better edge over me because he just practiced much more calculated lines than me. So yeah, probably I should be shifting much more my focus to the classical chess as well. Then I should be developing my intuition on the shorter time frames. But this rapid 15 plus 5 is not very much different from the normal rapid one, the 10-minute with the no increment or the 500 blitz. Yeah, so probably I'll just calculate a much more lines and yeah, and just think in deep before making moves. That's it. So the number of rounds is a seven. Okay, and based on the points, the players are just ranked from 1 to 7. Sorry, based on the 7 matches, the players are ranked from 1 to n. So currently there are 97 members who are registered. So this is not an open category. So most of them are children. So basically they would just play in certain age category, I guess. I don't know. Even some high rated players, maybe a 1500 rated 10-year or 12-year-old kid might play in in the open tournament. I don't know. So I should be preparing accordingly. Also, I haven't played a single federated tournament. This isn't a federated one, but still haven't played any open tournaments at all in my life. So I'm not sure how the environment would look like. So most of my chess life is on the online one, not the OTB one. So probably, yeah, this might be a good experience for me. Let's say. And yeah, the format is this is one. So probably we'll just playing the games based on the pairings. And after the 7 rounds, the one with the highest points is the winner. That's it. So if there are multiple persons with equal points, then we just go into the tiebreaker one, which uses different methods on it. So I have yeah. So also the average age is 12, and the average grade is somewhere around of 1,000 rated. Think I'm not sure where my rating lies up there because I don't know. So my online rating is somewhere around 2100, I guess. So somewhere near the range of 2000. So not even 2100 because yeah. So I'll just consider myself at the range of 2000. So when I just try to convert this rating into the affiliated one, which I can't just do the accurate equivalent one, but I guess my feed rating should be plus or minus 100, near to 1800, I guess. So it should be somewhere between 17 to 1800. Sorry, 17 to 1900. So that what I'm just guessing about my feed rating. I don't know, but usually what I'm thinking is should I be considering these guys as I should be just considering these as a normal person, not just try to exaggerate the feed ratings. And yeah, I should be cautious on playing when when the opponent's rating is quite high, even for the low rated players. But still, I should be prepping accordingly. So I just had downloaded the. So I'm not going to read this book now, but I had a book from Sham Shankland. So this is a training camp for Grandmaster, but I guess this is too much for this tourney. So probably I'll just play some of the games on chess.com, or maybe I'll just play in leeches better because this chess.com one I don't know because my rating is so I'm just bad against high rated players, right? So I don't know what the low rated player thinks, or they might have just play the game in different way than I play in chess.com because they're just not opted to play the moves that I often see in 2000 level shares in chess.com. Well, but let's see. We will see it. So yeah, why did I? So I'm just not going to read this whole book before this tournament, but I'll just try to cover some of the topics in this, like let's say the end games and the calculation one. So I guess these two are the things which requires the much more things when playing open tournaments. Because my plan is when I'm just playing any higher rated opponents, I'll just try to, because obviously they will just win over me when I just get into the deeper lines. So my idea is I just try to exchange more and more pieces. So just strengthen my end game, even though it may not be equal to them, but I should be pulling every resources to make the game at least a draw. So that's what my strategy for the higher rated players. I mean the ones who has a rating about 2000. So, but for the lower rated players, I should be having the deep calculation with some kind of hidden tactics in between the games. Yeah, so probably I'll just go through this book and not every topic, but some of it, and I'll just practice myself in the chessboard that I have near me. Yeah, so we'll just go to where's this? deep calculation part, which is of 73. So I'll just go to this deep calculation part and let's see how James calculate the question in depth. So I'm just not trying to mimic them as it is, but yeah, let's see. So these there are so many questions to be practiced for. So it's awesome. Okay, I'll just start with the end game maybe. Okay, so you should not be trying to understand each and every concepts that GMs does because they just put a huge amount of time in learning these things. So I should not be pushing myself to just learn or understand like the GM do, but I'll just try my best to cover at least 10% of what they do. That's it. So I don't know that this is not the optimal way to prep for a tournament. So usually before 2 3 days before the tournament should be just recording the concepts that you're just strong with. You should not be learning any newer concepts and just try to play the games that you are just strong with. That's it. But I'm kind of like doing something opposite to that, but still okay. Uh, this is I don't know what to say, but yeah, I'll just go with my intuition. That's it. Okay, so let's start with this end games things. To have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. So with the first three sections of the book complete, so we are now moving to the second half. There's a plenty of variance with the chapters, and every chapter will have a wide range of difficulties. But in general, I think chapters 1 to 3 most focus on more basic elements of calculation, and 4 to 6 are much more advanced. So the present chapter focuses on endgames. So the endgame calculation is different from middle game calculation. So in the middle game, you're generally looking to calculate until you reach a position that understand that you are happy with. Okay, so in the end game, reduced material on the board means you often calculate until you reach a known position where you're 100% sure that what the result should be. Hmm. So in many ways, I find that this adds a new dimension to the calculation. So you should be looking for all the same things, tactics, combination tricks are always present, but you may also come across a question where there are no direct veins of a material, and you must pose your way through to a technical question with a known outcome. So when calculating endgames, you should always ask yourself if you believe there's some direct way to change the character of the game. If the answer is no, then it will make a lot of sense to work backwards from the finish. Hmm. So consider what you're aiming to ultimately reach. Then think of a step-by-step guide to which most to reach that final goal. So while this book uh, focuses solely on the calculation process, one way to help your in-game calculation is to increase your knowledge of technical positions. So one of the biggest advantages that the engines such as the Leela, Chess Zero, and Stockweiser have shown is that they have no longer available pawn up, but clearly drawn endgames are advantageous. So the most recent versions of these engines will evaluate a technical drawn 4 versus 3 rook endgame as 0, while previous versions often offer a plus 08 or a similar evaluation. So essentially, by having basic endgame knowledge of which positions are drawn and which are wins, computers do not need to see many moves against to know the results. This makes them considerably better calculators. So this book does not focus on adding a theoretical endgame knowledge. I wholeheartedly recommend Jaworski's Endgame Manual, 100 Games You Must Know, Grandmaster Preparation, Endgame, Fundamental Chess Endings, and Technical Decision Making in Chess as a good places to look. Additionally, I expect to come out with the theoretical rook endings later this year. Happy solving. So the first one is Caruana versus Aronian in the Paris 2021. Okay, so I guess these are kind of like the exercises that you should be practicing with some maybe with some agent help. I don't know, because Okay, let's take this thing just against Fabi and Levon. And so in this position, so she'll be playing as a white or black. And probably should be evaluating the position from both the sides, I guess. So let's say it's white's move to play, then I'll just have the queen e5 check, which does nothing. Or probably capture the b7 bishop. So knight takes b7, queen takes b7, queen g5 check, and pick the pawn on h4. Okay, so after queen g5, king f8, queen h6 check, king g8, because king e7, queen h4 comes with check, so king g8. I don't know, I guess I can just capture the h4 pawn. So probably I'll just elevate the position in leeches maybe. Then I'll just get some idea how the thing works. Just close this thing. Probably I can just edit the board here. Okay, I can do that right. So here, so king up here, here, here. Okay, we need an extra pawn up here. And then what else? I don't want this pawn as well. Okay, so yeah, it is completely running forward. Let's see the sequence of moves that the engine says. So queen a7 check. Where is queen a7, bro? I don't see the queen a7. So this is queen a7. Can play the knight here. It is completely winning for white. I don't know, but I thought of this. After captures comes here. You play here. Maybe I'll just come here. If you play here, I'll just capture with a check. Yeah, but it's still a draw game because of queen with an extra pawn, so both is equal. So after this, I should be playing queen a7 move. Let's say I'll just defend this, so I can just play the knight takes b7, and so the best move is knight takes b7. and should be playing the bishop a6 move. Okay, what if I played the queen takes? So if queen takes, then queen d4 check. So the king should be moved, then you can pick up the knight. Wow. Hmm. That's a nice one. Okay, so probably got the idea. So it's straightforward. So in this position, you just play this. So this bishop is not cannot be defended. So it is just capture next move. If we play this, then after I capture, if he takes with this, I'll just bring the bishop to capture this. Or if we capture with the queen, then I'll just check and pick the knight. That's it. Okay, okay, got it. So just next move to the next position. So which is here. So this is also as a white, right? So how do we just continue up here? So the e pawn is stopped by the knight, so it just no need to worry about that. Maybe king g2 works up here. King g2, king f3. Sorry, king g2, g5, king f3. Probably bringing the king closer to the e pawn works. So let's go here. I'll just mimic the position in the thing, and I'll just try to. Okay, so king on f6, pawn on g6, the other pawn on h3. Okay, white's pawn on h3. Black's pawn is on h4. The white's pawn, sorry, another black's pawn is on e3. Knight on d3. White's knight on c3. No bishops and no queens. Okay, I just started. So yeah, oops. So where does the king is upon? King is on h4, right? Not okay. So now it's white to play, right? So probably I can just play here. He comes here. I play here, or maybe even he can just capture. So I'll just capture back, and so I should be bringing his king somewhat nearer. Then I can just draw back to aim on this pawn, but he can just. He's just on time or not? What? Probably after this he can come here. I play here. Let's say he captures. I captures. He comes this way. So he comes here. He comes here. I play this check. Goes back. So I should be not okay with this thing. Probably gobbling the other pawn as well. I don't know. So what are the other ideas up here? So just where is this thing, bro? Where are the tools? I don't know. Yeah, okay, it is up here. But what does it the name called? Okay, it's command editor. Okay, got it. Control E, right? So top to bottom. Yeah, it's much better. So I'll just clear it. Okay. So now, so probably I should be. I know that I should be bringing the king into the game to just make some improvements. And I can just even simply capture this. This stops this move. Then I can just simply bring the king. So this is also a consideration. Let's say he brings the king. I'll just come here. He go here. This is kind of like an easy win game for me. I don't know. This is not an easy win game. Still, he has a knight which can stop your thing, and this can be moved forward because of this. Also, his king is threatening to bring here, so probably should be your king should be somewhere near this pawn so that you can just guard the knight or just chop off this pawn. or even your king should be in front of this pawn somehow so that you can just bring or route this knight somewhere else. Let's say like this target this one somehow, so which might work. I don't know. Okay, so I just calculated two ideas. So one is to bring the king center first, and the second thing is to capture the pawn. So and the third one is you can just simply check and chop this pawn off, so which allows his king to have a better position. Then you should be moving it forward, so allow him to push here. I don't know, it's again a drawish kind of game. So there are three options, but I don't know how to calculate it in deep, bro. That's it. So I'm just not sure how to do that thing. Okay, probably I'll just start the engine here. Okay, the game is so dead drawn up here. Not winning for either black or white. I thought it's a winning game for someone. Uh, uh, okay, what's this exercise? I should be solving this, or should I be? I guess if it is played with black, then it's a winning game, I guess. So let's say I'll just edit the board with black to move. Yeah. So this endgame is for black, not for white. So if it is for white to move, then the game is drawn somehow. So if it is black to move, let me just stop the engine. How do I just clear this, bro? Okay, so I don't see on the side. I'll just look on this board itself. Okay, so if black is the one to move, probably what are the possible moves? I can just have some knight routes, maybe knight to f4 probably, which blunders on spot. So pushing this doesn't work. So I should be somehow deflecting this knight so that I can just push this pawn to a queen. That should be the idea. But how do we do that? I can bring the knight here, defending the square, then pushing here. So let's oh sorry. Okay, let's try that idea. So I play here. What is the best move for white? So let's say he captures. Sai comes here. There is no way that he can just stop this. So he should be capturing, or even let's say he comes here. I come here. He should be good enough to play here. Then I should be capturing this, which makes the king to be safe on here. Then I can play here. You can capture, 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 and queen. Oops, I guess. Okay. Uh, the software got crashed, I guess. Yep. This is the starting position, right? I'll just be playing with the black. Let me just verify it. Okay, so it's the same position. So yeah, it's what black to play, right? So what are the other moves into my consideration? So I've just been calculating this line where I play here and here. So he comes here. Then after here he comes here, which actually blocks the pawn promotion. Then we can just capture this way. If he goes here, I'll just bring the queen. If he just backs here, I should be pushing this pawn. Yeah, so that's one idea. What is the next one? So the other idea is to just bring the king center, uh, kick this thing, because even though he captures or move forward, I can just still block with this pawn. The single pawn is so much defensive, so I don't need to have my king somewhere up here. So I can just bring the king to this, kick the knight, and push it. So what are the other ideas? Pushing this pawn uh, might be a good idea, but he comes here. I don't know what to do next. Probably I'll just captures. He captures with the king, I guess, after here. Then this pawn should be stopping this, but it's better to bring the king to the center. So I have just got two ideas. One is to go with the knight, other is to bring the king to the center. Okay, so let's try with the engine position. So yeah, I'll just go with the knight move. Okay, which allows knight d5 check and capture this. So yeah, I haven't calculated that things. So probably that should be a king move. So king should be played here or here. Okay, I'll just play here. What's the difference between fi? Okay, after playing fi, can play g2, can play the knight e1 check. Wow, so I should be moving my king forward somehow, but one move is winning, another is not. Okay, I'll just stop the engine and let's see why one is winning and why the other is not. So what if I played this? So he comes here. Um, okay, I can just move my king forward. So this all squares are covered. So if I played here, then I can just come here. Okay, that's the idea. Got it. So to have a better position for my king, I should be bringing the king this way. So which allows me to, sorry, let's clear this. So which, even if he plays this and all the squares of the king are covered, I can just still play this, attack on the right and push. Got it. Okay, so now I should be playing e5. So the best move is g takes h4. I play the king h. Okay, this is once again a draw because of the knight e2 check. Okay, I play the king e4 move. Okay, I'll just calculate on my mind, bro. So after the knight e4 check, sorry, the knight e2 check, I'll play king e4, king g3. Uh, so king e4, king g3. Then we should be playing knight e5, or maybe even knight c3 check. How does the thing even work? Okay, he's just saying for white. Hmm. Okay, I'll just clear this and just go from here. So we have options, and I play this king move instead of king e5 instead of playing king f5. So e5 should be the move. So after playing e5, so g takes h4. Now I can play the king f4 move. So because he doesn't have any square, let's say he plays the king g2 move once again. So now I should be playing the knight e1 check. So king f1 maybe. Then a knight c2 defending this pawn and this square. So probably now kicking this thing should be coming up here, comes here, which actually gets into draw string, right? So I don't know. Let's say I'll just go for g takes h4. So now I should be playing the king f4, knight e2 check, king f3, knight c3 once again. So now I should be playing the king. Oh, knight d4, defending this square. King e1, knight f5, gobbling upon this pawn. Oh wow! So the lines are so deeper, bro. I can't even just visualize the thing. So even though the number of pieces in the board are much less, I can't just visually imagine all the different lines. Oh wow. Now I can just understand what it takes to become a grandmaster, bro. This is not an easy process. I guess this stuff is too much for our thing because we have much lesser time. So probably I'll just keep this aside for now, and I'll just play some chess and improve my game. That's it. So where is it? So I'll just play rapid games. So where's play? I'll just go for 10 plus 5. I don't have 10 plus 5 for much in leeches. Let's go for 10 plus 5. Okay, so I'm just playing as a white. So the best opening that I know, I guess the best opening that I'm just strong with is Scotch, but he played Scandinavian. I'll just go for the accepted variants. So I don't know how to play Scandinavian as a white. I'll just develop pieces. Mhm. Just defend this way. Can bring the bishop as well. So this just chops. Let's say if we just castle the queen side, then I can just simply play this. Nope, he played the queen side. Still, just go with that idea. So I believe this knight is, sorry, this bishop is so stronger than the knight, even though it doesn't have active squares right now, but still it is because it just develops the pawn. Okay, he just captured with the queen. Good one. So now, okay, I'll just probably center my rooks. I'll just play simple chess. That's it. So no over calculation stuff. Okay, I'll just capture the knight because I should be defending my bishop. Okay, I'll just drop the bishop back. Probably attack. Sorry, probably attack the knight, and maybe um, nope. This ends in his way. But still, I guess this moves plays here. Can just come up here. Um, You know, I'll just play this. So it comes here, then I'll just chop with the. No, he just drops back. So now I can play this one, right? So push the queen. Now I can bring the other stuffs as well. Place it here. I'll play here, or even just a little back this. Ah, didn't expect that one. Probably I'll just kick the bishop. I don't want it to be in this diagonal. Okay, so this allows him to exchange bishops, but do I have a tactics up here? Probably I play here. He captures. He captures. I take this queen, take, and then take with the rook. Or do I have any other tactic here? Okay, I'll just go with this line. I don't know. Probably should be playing this or play this, captures, which loses the queen on spot. So he'll not be playing this move. Maybe captures, exchanges would be good enough because I just doubled his pawn up there and I weakened the king. Ah, okay, so I didn't calculate this move because when I'm just playing this c5, so I should be also calculating this knight's move as well, right? Now even if I play this, it takes, I captures with a knight. So I better chop this way. He plays here, I'll kick, which results in losing this pawn. So he takes with the queen. I come here, battle along this diagonal. A good defense though. So I'll just bring the other rook as well. So maybe a rook left. Hmm. Okay, I'll just so if I play here, he can just open up this thing, so which might result in some, I don't know. For the sake of I'll just slide the queen and just have the rook uplift, or maybe this side. So this blocks the bishop for now, but so you can come here. I'll just slide here, or should be dropping back because of this thing. Then I can play this, which eventually opens the multiple attacks. I didn't calculate this one, but yeah, probably I'll just reroute the queen this way. Maybe I can just even play here as well after playing this, or there are so many things possible up here. So the question is getting complicated. Not much, but still it's complicated though. So probably I'll just take the queen and bring the king to e4 square. So eventually kicking back the knight from d5 to f6. So to defend the h7 square. What else? What else that we can just do up here? The other ideas that just strikes in my mind is to just bring the rook to g3. Maybe after kicking the queen on f3, so f4, by playing rook to f3. Then we can just play the rook on g3. I'll just go with my idea. So which might trap the queen somehow, maybe. I don't know. Probably I should be playing the rook g3 move. The only square for queen is to play here. He has this, but this is much more better, I guess. So now I can play this. He comes back. Then I should be focusing on this pawn as well, right? So probably now I should bring this. He comes here. He comes this way. I'll just shove the knight. If he comes this way, I'll just battle along this diagonal and just try to open up multiple attacks. See, the thing that I just strongly believe my weakness is I don't have patience to calculate deeper lines, and also I haven't practiced calculating those deeper lines, so my brain gets tired faster when playing longer games. So probably I should be playing at least one or two games with the longer time format, the longer time controls. So to evaluate this position, I guess it would be mildly in favor to black, maybe, or even I guess the position is drawish, or it should be better for black. What else I can do up here? Mm, my brain is not grinding. It's not just calculating the different moves that are just available or that I can just try. I can just double the rook on the third rank. Oh wow! So he calculated a different line. So didn't expect this e5 move. Probably now playing g3, queen f4. I don't know. I'll just play g3 first because I don't want to fall into this pawn fork. Now this he comes here, which might be a danger for me. So yeah, I'll just simply play this. He goes here. Even if he comes here, so probably I should be playing bishop f5 in the previous move. Okay, now can I play this right? Uh, Wait a minute. So bishop, he comes here. Then what's the move? There are no follow-ups up there, right? How do you just defend this pawn? Hmm? Or should I be giving up this for? But that doesn't work, bro. Just don't calculate those silly lines. So it should be either rerouting my knights, sorry, my bishop to b3 or f5. So after f5, rook, I can't play this because of this knight captures this thing. But also, d square is much more weakened. I don't know. This also doesn't work, bro. So probably just end the game, maybe. Just analyze this one. The position is so complicated up here. Is it a draw issue one? Maybe I'll just analyze the game when in the speed engine. So just turn the engine on. So I played Scandinavian. So after knight c3, queen a5, okay, d4 is the line, knight f6, he didn't play that. Bishop c4, okay, should be playing bishop c4 or knight f3. So should be playing knight f3. So I played that thing right. Then bishop c4. Then h3 should be the move, but I didn't play h3, but a short castle. e6, h3. Okay, now I should be playing right h4. I should be playing this knight h4 move now, but I didn't play that. I played my bishop back to this. So knight b d7, developing the knight, but he developed the bishop to d6. Rook e1, but I developed the bishop, so which eventually controlled the position to the equal issue one, right? So I had a minor advantage up here, which is not seen by most of the players, bro. So it should not be because no one is gonna play like the Asian level like I was in Asian every games, but still. Okay, so after the bishop, I should be playing a rook e1, but I didn't do that. Okay, so after this, he should develop a knight b d7, but okay, he did that. So now I should be playing. Okay, I just lost all my. So now I should be playing knight h4 once again, but I didn't play that. I played the queen e2 move. What's the process on playing queen e2 move? I don't know. Probably connecting the rooks and defending this as well. Why not this? I don't know, bro. But my intuition says that just play this queen e2 move. Just not good. Just remember, because after short castle, now I play knight h4 and bishop d2. So this thing can be captured anyways, right? So you should be playing bishop d2 move. So this move, but what's the reason in playing that move? So bishop d2, so which eventually, so this knight move is kind of like a blunder, which allows me to play the bishop d2 move. Wait a minute, so let's stop this analysis engine. So bishop d2, knight b d7, rook a d1, rook f, rook f e8, knight knight d4. Uh-huh. Bro, what this thing says? Just need to play this, rook a d1, rook of e8, knight e4. This is e4. You need to play this. Okay, opens up this. So this knight reversal is to defend this knight. So if this knight is up here, so I should be probably playing this so that I can just open up some discovery and play here so that I can just attack this knight with check, which just distracts the pawn structure. Then I just capture the bishop and just bring the queen in with the open center and triple pawns. Mm-hmm. Got it. Wow, I should be thinking like this, right? So this bishop d2 moves to have some discoveries along this file. So before doing that, I just centralized the rook. So waiting for him to make some mistakes. He made a mistake up here. So eventually I should be punishing him by playing this knight e4 move. So targeting this the knight on f6 and opening a discovery for the queen. So okay, got it. So but I didn't do that. I captured the bishop, takes with queen, rook a e1. So I should be playing e1 not g1. Okay, so knight b d7 now. Knight takes d5. Sorry, knight b d5, knight takes d5. E takes d5 should be the one, but he takes with knight, so knight takes d5. So now playing bishop d2, but I played bishop c1 not d2. Okay, d2 is better, but why? Why d2 is better than why d2 is better than this c1 move? So I thought of c1 defends this pawn. So this is quite happy with this long diagonal. So b2 just blocks the rook. So even if I play this, the knight can chop off. So I'm not sure why bishop d2 is better than bishop c1. Okay, probably the idea would be after playing this, let's say, I'll just say the lines for white alone, not for black. So after this, aiming for, sorry, the mouse is tracking. After this, I'm aiming for moves like this, kicking the knight somehow, and just playing this. So then I can just open up the center. Wow, then it's monstrous. Both bishops are monstrous along the diagonal. Okay, so I should be thinking positionally as well. So I played. So I should be playing f4 in this position. Why? Why do I want to make this? Why do I want to take this risk? I played off c4, kicking the knight, and then bishop c2, kicking the queen as well, and then queen g4. Queen g4 is better. Yeah, I thought of this, but I don't know why did I do this queen h5 move g6. So yeah, g6 is better than h6. We play g6, and then okay. So I did a mistake. This is a huge blunder where I should be playing a rook d3. So I should be uplifting the rooks. So I should be uplifting the rooks along this. but I don't know why I did that move. So this allows him to bring his knight back to the position, even just neutralize this bishop. So eventually losing each and every advantage that I had. So after this, I should be playing a rook d3, but I didn't do that. So after, yeah, so this is another blunder. So I should be playing a bishop e3. Okay, so even if he captures, I can just have a connected chains of pawn, and I can just have a attack on the queen. Okay, I drop back. So bishop takes c1 is the move, but he didn't do that. So now bishop. Okay, now I just exchanged pieces. The game becomes equal once again. Yeah, so I should be playing a g3, kicking the queen, but I didn't do that. I played the rook left. And how he should be punishing me? He should be playing knight e4. Yeah, I thought of this move where he kicks the queen, and I don't have a much good square for my queen. So yeah, that's a great move. So he didn't see that. Now I should be playing. Now it's okay. Now if we played this knight mode, then I just drop back the queen. Hmm. So just actually doing a every bad move until he opens up this position. I should be playing a rook f5. Ah, I just missed this move, bro. So I've been keep on repeating these two moves, but I haven't played this. Yeah, this is a good one. So rook for five. So let's say he plays this. I captures the queen f3. Queen f3 is the move. Queen h4. So even though he has a pass pawn, but still the game is on. But I played this. The game is drawn. Okay, so just analyze the same position. Just analyze the same position with the latest thing. Okay, so the idea here is to just keep the tension. You can just capture the bishop whenever you want. So you should be removing the bishop along the queen's diagonal because of this move. Now you can have this discover attacks. So I do know that you can just calculate these lines rubbishly, but still you should be having these ideas in your mind while playing the game. Okay. So yeah, this bishop d2 should be an idea, not c1. Also should be playing g4, not h5. So we should be playing g6, not h6. Let's say if he plays g6, my idea is to play g4 now. So which actually kicks the queen back, right? Hmm. Okay, after this, I should be playing this rook d3 move. This means on spot because I just bring the rook into the game, add one more attackers to the thing. I'm just completely winning, but I just lost all my advantage in single blunder. Then after a sequence of blunders and exchanges, finally the game is a draw. Hmm. Okay, so probably I'll just end the stream now. I'll just once again just start the stream after having some dinner. Okay, take care. Bye bye.